does. So
the legislative policies at times.
It does. So even if I'm not wanting to contest, and that's what you see in developed countries, they're not trying to contest, but they know that their voice is needed. Okay, on critical issues, that they need to speak out, that they need to say something. But in this part of the world, no, don't talk. Yeah, so your institute has a lot of job to do. Right, a lot.
And we must commend your gallantry, sir, when you were during the heydays of the previous government in Nigeria, sir. You were the voice for the ICT. When you were molested or somehow. So we appreciate the institute. Reckon with that, and we appreciate your bravery on that, sir.
Thank you.
Pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Pleasure, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, without further ado, we have some special presentations to make to you, and if you wouldn't mind, can we just set the ball rolling, sir?
Why not?
Okay,
So we need to start us.
For a brief moment, we need to have you decorated, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We'll do that.
Come this way? Okay. I think you can come because of the camera set. Incidentally, my suit is blue.
Blue as well. We ourselves, we're almost wearing blue as well, sir. Distinguished persons, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Chartered Institute of Public Resources Management and Politics, here in Nigeria, Lagos State particularly. So we're here on this state visit to honor one of Africa's very resourceful personality in the person of Mr. Stephen Akintayo.
Akintayo.
Okay, Akintayo.
Akintayo.
It's a Ghanaian, so what do you expect? Akintayo. Yes, thank you. Am I to hold it or not?
Just for you to see inside and here's it. Okay, I go ahead right on this one. Compliments of the season, sir. Mr. Stephen Akintayo, the Executive Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of GTEX Global Incorporated. May I be permitted to follow protocol by also extending greetings to the management executives and hardworking members of staff of this productive conglomerate. We commend your sagacity for really making this renowned establishment a unique brand, standing tall with other world-class business entities. I respectfully recognize all eminent persons, ladies and gentlemen who have taken out time to come and be a part of this historic occasion. Today will indeed be very spectacular and remarkable in the annals of Nigeria's corporate leadership history, especially in this prestigious global conglomerate, because a highly respectable, world-class management expert, corporate trailblazer, best-selling author, and phenomenal entrepreneurial statesman of outstanding excellence will be formally inducted into the 2020 Fellowship Hall of Fame of the Chartered Institute of Public Resources Management and Politics, Ghana. This institute is also a very remarkable one who has indeed made special research tenaciously on the personality of Mr. Stephen Akintayo. This illustrious individual is an iconic professional of excellence in a class of his own, a pace-setter investment technocrat of unparalleled distinction, and resourceful boardroom strategist. Ladies and gentlemen, this very personality is not far-fetched as I proudly present to you all the man of the moment, Mr. Stephen Akintayo, a high-value business executive and leader with unbending integrity. As dignitaries and guests of Mr. Stephen Akintayo, a multidimensional entrepreneur and inspirational leader, this institute considers ourselves as being honored, judging by your enviable managerial acumen and shrewd administrative excellence and the highly competitive world of ICT and the real estate management. This institute is not also oblivious of your towering and landmark antecedents as a financial services expert that has traversed the socio-economic landscape of Nigeria and the diaspora. Sir, as an erudite scholar with a vast spectrum of enviable laurels, resounding management experience, and huge corporate relevance, this institute deeply appreciates your performance delivery scorecard running over a decade as one of the most credible and formidable business conglomerates in Nigeria and also the African continent. Therefore, we are here on this state visit on behalf of the advisory board and governing council of this chartered institute to confer and honor one of Africa's high-flying intellectual professionals, a renowned management icon of international repute, and a most patriotic nation builder, Mr. Stephen Akintayo, with a prestigious Senior Fellowship Recognition Award. This is following his impressive and enviable track records as a phenomenal, accomplished public service personality and worthy Nigerian statesman who has made and still making tremendous contributions towards national development. Sir, after carefully going through your industrious pedigree of services to Nigeria, we salute your leadership tenacity as a greatly revered Pan-Africanist and global resource person. Most importantly, sir, is the fact that your name and offices has never been found wanting in any financial malpractices, abuse of office, indictment, or misconduct of any kind. Your incorruptible track records of accomplishments are indeed monumental in Nigeria's corporate history. All these indices attest to reasons why you have been specially recognized by our institute. It is our firm belief, sir, that as a fellow of this institute, you will impact positively your wealth of uncommon leadership successes, challenges, and also cross-fertilize developmental ideas, policies with other notable corporate technocrats, public servants, professionals, and veteran statespersons to move the African continent forward. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our mission, therefore, is to recognize and celebrate role models, salient achievers, and cerebral icons, those that have done credible feats, men and women whose consciences cannot be purchased, not saboteurs, people that have truly imbibed leadership integrity and committed to making history that would outlive them in their chosen field of human endeavors. I want to respectfully urge Mr. Stephen Akintayo to see this milestone recognition as a motivation to rededicate yourself and continue with the good services to your nation and humanity in general, which you have always been known for. I can assure you, sir, that your selfless services and proven professionalism over the years have been particularly recognized by this chartered institute. Sir, as you receive the symbols of your investiture today, you shall make a solemn pledge to continue to remain faithful, loyal, and honest to your country, and always uphold the green and white flag as an ambassador and distinguished compatriot of this great nation, Nigeria. We thank the Almighty God for enriching you, sir, with special wisdom and making you an eminent citizen of this great country, Nigeria, as you add another remarkable feather to your cap. More grace to your elbow, sir, and congratulations as we celebrate your 2020 Fellowship Award from the Chartered Institute of Public Resources Management and Politics, Ghana. Having met all the statutory and mandatory prerequisites and standards that is formally required to be a fellow of this renowned institute. Distinguished persons, let's give a round of applause to this exemplary man of impeccable excellence. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, as a professional and also a noble body, sir, in West Africa, the Chartered Institute has also positioned and also made this special certificate symbol of merit available to be presented to you, sir, according to the statutory powers that has been conferred on me, sir, to represent the institute. I hereby present you, sir, this certificate symbol of merit, sir.
Amazing. Look up, smile. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. To make progress here, sir, this is the Medal of Honor, sir. Now, just to add more to the institute, sir, the institutes normally have, we have an end of year fellows evening. The fellows evening is a congregation of all confirmed fellows from the West African region. They all converge together and harness issues bordering on the African continent. Now we have, just as I rightly highlighted earlier, we have fellows from Liberia. For this year, we are having, the Institute is going to be having the Fellows Evening in Liberia, and will be hosted by the former world footballer, now president of the country himself. Yes, so he will be hosting the 2020 Fellows Evenings in Liberia. Normally from September, we will communicate further the venue to you, sir. Now, sir, for the Fellows Evening, you have to come with this, sir. Okay. You might not come with any other, but this is your pass for yourself and your delegates, sir. Okay. So I hereby present you this special. Let's take this out.
Thank you very much.
So, with all due respect to your statesmanship person, this is the climax of it all, sir. Because it's been said that honor should be given to whom honor is due to, sir. The Chartered Institute of Public Resources Management and Politics, Ghana, hereby presents you this gold plaque of honor, sir. And this is an attestation to your leadership excellence as a renowned corporate personality, not only in Nigeria, but across the African continent. Congratulations once again, sir. Pleasure, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry, just a minute.
Sir, This is, we present you the brochure. This is 2019. So the issue for 2020 will be out subsequently by next month, sir, and we intend to profile you therein and also present you as well. So please, we want to implore you, sir, that in your leisure you can kindly go through and peruse, sir, to get more information adequately, sir, of the institute. I hereby present you this, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, you okay? Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is one of our lecture materials as well, sir.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
Please, you may be
Yes,
seated at this juncture.
let's have a seat.
Thank you.
Due to COVID, we didn't want to invite anybody here, but we have a lot of people watching across the world.
Right.
In fact, on Facebook, and one of the Facebook, we have 67 or 65 watching right now.
Right away.
And then we have other platforms, so as we speak, at least we have more than 200 people watching live.
Oh, right away.
Right.
That's splendid. Of course, we can't expect less anyway, because
Yes.
you're an ICT
Exactly.
guru yourself. So, yes,
So we didn't need to bring crowd
yes, sir.
and then risk the
Mm.
life of people,
People.
but we have people watching all of that, and I could see their messages, and thank you all sending your congratulatory messages. A big thank you for this. I'm grateful. And for me, I believe strongly that everything we do, like I said, I don't even know you guys. I was shocked when they said I was gonna be. I said, "Woo!" And but it's an encouragement to all of us that people are watching. Whatever you're doing, people are watching, and it's good that we make sure that we make our life count. I still share with some of our staff this morning that I try to die daily. Every day I want to see that I've achieved as much value as I can. I don't want to postpone something good that is supposed to be done today till tomorrow. And like I said earlier, we have more work to do, and I'll be willing to work with you guys.
Thank you, sir.
The best way, just let me know. How do we, number one, promote the issue of corporate governance, good governance, politics, from the primary, secondary school to the university level, so that, because if we invest in the younger ones and give them the right footing, then we will begin to produce the right leadership across Africa. And I feel the reason is because we are not mentoring them. We're not mentoring enough. So I love that this institute exists. I also hope that there's this plan to expand to Nigeria, because I'm not sure there's any of this type of institute in Nigeria. Is there? Maybe I'm not aware.
We have an office in Abuja.
In Abuja. Okay. So
2 days ago, it was 2 days ago, so we arrived at Lagos.
okay. So what's your operation like in Nigeria?
Right away, first and foremost, we have a professional working synergy with the CMD in Nigeria, Center for Management Development.
Okay.
That's somewhere close to Magodu. Aha,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yes. We have a working synergy with them, as well as the second one is the NIM as well.
Okay.
We partner with them.
Oh.
Yes. So on issues bordering on management and also resource capital, resource control, all of that. So those are the two professional bodies.
I know somebody also, Linus Okore, is based in Abuja.
Okay.
He has a very good relationship with Dr. What's his name, Brian Tracy. And
Brian Tracy.
Yes,
Okay.
and runs a leadership institute in Abuja.
Yeah.
So I'll be willing to link you guys up.
Oh, that was splendid, sir.
Yes, I'll be willing to. And they also have a center.
Okay, sir.
So some of your programs you can run in their center. Yes, and I would love to see whichever one of your programs targets young people,
Young
students
ones.
that I could even sponsor, that we can organize just to, get the message
Across to them, sir.
Yes, that leadership starts from,
Credo.
family,
Impact the values,
Exactly.
yes, which is
Exactly.
needed.
It's not about title. We need to, disemphasize title to leadership, to politics. We have to focus more on the impact, or at whatever level, find a way to influence people, and that's what politics really should be.
Should be.
Not the title
Or personal enrichment.
Exactly, personal enrichment, aggrandizement. So.
Yes, and advertisement, sir. That's
Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure once again, sir.
Grateful.
Thank you, sir. All right, sir. So do we have Would you like to have
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. So, are you good on that? Are we good?
We need one, at least let's hear one of your staff give us a vote of thanks. At least.
Okay.
The institute have been speaking, you have spoken, so at least.
Also, I have some gifts for you guys. Some of my books. I've been privileged to author 35 books.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all on Amazon. So I will allow you pick anyone.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, bring different titles so that each of them pick whichever one they want. Yes.
So we are really grateful for you coming over. In fact, we count it a real privilege for us. Really appreciate your coming. And we appreciate you presenting the award to our leader. He's indeed a great leader to us. He has really shown by example. And we know that this is to encourage a lot of young people also coming up and inspiring to be like him. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now, in a fortnight from now, sir,
Yes.
we'll process your membership cards. It will be sent to you via courier, sir. Then we'll be able to update you with further programs, details of the institute, sir.
Beautiful.
That's how it works from there, sir.
I'm sure you want to give them the official email info at students as well as the phone numbers. Okay. So they come. Yes, so just present it, let them pick which one they want. Each of you can pick whichever title works for you.
Good.
Right? Yes.
Information. Along your hard copies.
Thank you.
You don't compromise on standards. Yes, I've already lost the weight already. That's
You've lost the weight already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to go with this?
Yes, sir.
The Information Millennium.
Yeah.
Powerful book.
Oh, great.
Powerful.
Okay, sir.
Powerful book.
Thank you very much.
You're
Very honored being presented this book from GTEX Global. Very honored. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a pen? Let me just give an autograph on it.
Oh, thank you. That's splendid, sir.
Yes. So what's the name?
Richards. Spoken. Yes, sir.
Please sit down.
So honored, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate this. God bless you, Robert.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's book her.
She's coming.
Yeah, okay.
Now, please help me mind to take a picture with one
Yeah,
of
yes.
our
Hey.
Ghanaian guests. So we can also send to you as a courier,
Okay,
as
sir.
an enlargement.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful, sir. Okay.
Amazing. Some more. Right, so I also like to take one after the other. One
Okay.
after, yes. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
So nice. Yes, please.
Thank you.
So nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Ross.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So a big thank you to you guys once again, and those of you who are joining us virtually all over the world, I want to say a big thank you for being part of this honor and decoration. For those of you who probably just joined it, this is the award being presented. Thank you. God bless you. Bye bye. I think we can end.